Hello, everyone. Welcome. I've got my Mickey Mouse shirt on today with butterflies flying around. And I've got a lot of butterflies outside on my back deck. So, hello, Sheila. She says, hello, Diane and Piper. Hope you are doing well. And she says, hi, everyone. Have a great weekend and lots of hearts and love to us. I'm so grateful you're all here. We're going to do something a little bit different today. Rather than just giving you Phillip's words, we're going to do part 3 about souls. And I'm going to just talk. If you've read one of my books, if you read this one, The Found Child, you're going to hear some duplicate information that you read in this book. That's hopefully okay with you. This book reads like it says, this is a work of fiction, or is it? So it's a book you might want to read. You can get it off my website or just use my name on Amazon. They're all on Amazon. And as you know, we will get a message from one of my other books, The Master's Book of Answers by Phillip. Now, this is not a story. This is just different messages. It's an oracle book. And we just open to any page and get our message. So we'll get that. But I want to talk to you today. And I want to say the reason we're having this, and it's going to possibly even be a discussion. The reason we're having this today, the reason I'm doing this today is because there were some questions last week and the week before about our soul's journey. What is the soul? How does the soul develop? What is that soul's journey? So I thought I'm going to explain it in my words because Phillip's words sometimes are a little more difficult to understand. So for those of you who are live, if you do have questions about the topic, just go ahead and write them out. And somewhere in here, I'll get around to answering them. I did take some notes just so I don't forget things. As you've heard me say so many times, it is so much easier being in front of an audience. I don't care if the audience is 12 people or 1,200 people. It is so much easier than just sitting here talking to myself on a screen. So those of you who can come live, I do appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna get started here. And what I want to say to you is, as you know, everything is energy. And so if we go back to the beginning of human life, now there was other life on the planet Earth before humans were developed. But let's go back to the start of human life. And let's say everything's energy. So this little spirit spark we'll say in spirit world, this little spirit spark said, I want to go experience life as a human. I'm going to maybe even create a whole new race here. And some other little spirit sparks around said, oh, I'm going to come too. So then we have this soul family, these different spirit sparks who want to come in and experience life as a human. They're going to do that, but they've created this soul family. And this, by the way, is still continuing and growing. So it doesn't stop. Got it? All right. Now, so we've got this soul family developing. I see a wrinkle in my shirt. See, and I want to get the wrinkles out of my Mickey shirt. That's part of the problem of not standing in front of an audience, but staring at myself on camera. I don't like it, but that's okay. We're going to go forward. Okay, so everything is energy. Everything is spirit, beginning in the spirit world. And then these little spirit sparks say, we're going to go in and become a human person. That's when they create the soul. And those around this little spirit spark who are also saying, me, I want to do it too. They're also coming in and they're creating a soul. So now we have a dozen or so or 100 or whatever. I don't know the numbers. We're creating these different souls. And it's the very beginning. Now, once this soul family comes together, then they also call in masters to guide them, masters to protect them, masters to help them. Thank you, Sheila. And so in my particular soul family, Phillip is our teacher, our guide, our companion, our protector, et cetera, et cetera. Now, that doesn't mean he's alone. No, he's not. There are many. And many of you who work with me are familiar with Phillip enough that you work with Phillip then as well. So that isn't uncommon, by the way. Okay, so we have this soul family coming into human life. As the soul family comes in to experience human life, they may before even the first life or after the first life in human expression or the third dimension, they split. And that's what we call twin souls. Those twin souls can then split. And we get soulmates, we have soul families. So it's just like the human family. You have those that you're really close to. You may even have twins in your family born at the same time from the same parents, the same mother. And so as the souls grow, those twin souls and those soulmates are all part of this family, but the family keeps growing. Now, hope you're still with me. One of the things that we have to remember is we're in the third dimension, but there are multiple dimensions. I mean, even science has found, I believe it's 11 or 12 that science talks about. So when we make a major decision, whatever that decision is, but a big decision, like should I marry this person or this person? Should I have children or not children, et cetera, et cetera. The opposite answer, the opposite decision, we're living out in another dimension. So as a soul, we are living out in multiple dimensions as the being human we're expressing now. It may be different because we're on a different dimension, but it's very similar in often, not always. Now, at the same time, we're starting to live multiple lives. We live a life as a new soul. We die and go into spirit world. We come back. We're still a pretty young soul. And again, our soul family. Now, before we come in, we make decisions about what our life's going to be, who needs to be part of that, et cetera, et cetera. So we pretty much have things planned. And the big thing we have planned is what is our soul's mission? Well, when we're young souls, it may be something pretty simple. It could also be to spend our life in meditation to learn more about life or to adjust to human life. And that doesn't say everyone who lives their life in meditation is a young soul. No, because that also can be an old soul. So young souls and other middle souls and old souls can live the same type of life. The difference are mainly young souls tend to be innocent, middle souls tend to be jaded, and old souls tend to be wise. Now, in human life, you can be an old soul and be a 2-year-old. You can be a young soul and be an 80-year-old. So it depends upon how many lives we have had. So life after life, life, death, death. And death isn't really death. It's just life, spirit world, life, spirit world. Or for those of you who prefer life, heaven or hell or whatever, inferno, whatever you believe in. I believe in spirit world, life just continues without the body, but we still have the chance to grow and to learn. And we go into spirit world to rest the bodies, but also we still get to go to school. We still get to learn. And I don't want to get off track here, but as we go through this life after life process, that's creating the soul's story. So our souls, in order to become into the old soul master, our soul has lived through multiple lives on earth, as well as in these other dimensions and also in spirit world. So as we make our life choices, now remember the new soul, the young soul, life is fairly innocent. The middle soul is more jaded and the old soul is wise. In life, that can be very different. So the young soul can be having had multiple lives can be the young person can be an old soul, or can be a brand new soul, or can be a middle soul. The same way with middle souls, middle age, etc. Now, those who are old souls and reach that old age in human life, that's the ultimate, because that's when they're moving into being the master. That's when they're back to the wonder of the, but they've lived through multiple lives, and so they have the wisdom of the ages. And I say the ages because it's the wisdom of multiple life experiences again. Regardless of the soul's age, regardless of the human age, everyone has a mission. Every person has a mission. So whether your mission is to be a warrior or a peacemaker, that's up to you. Whether your mission is to speak out or to sit in silence, that's up to you. Whether your mission is to be a writer, to sing songs for people, to use words to help heal our world, your mission, maybe it's to be a scientist, but your mission is very unique to you. And when in spirit world as a soul, you chose your mission, you chose you have the soul's family teachers and guides, etc. So we have all of that together. Whether we're on the journey as the innocent new soul, whether we're on the journey as the middle, rather jaded soul, and it's not that the soul is jaded. I shouldn't say that. It's that the human is fairly jaded, because the human has gone from this innocent newness to, oh my gosh, life isn't very fair, life isn't very kind. And then we get angry at that. And remember, there's love or there's fear. That's it. Everything comes out of one of those emotions, love or fear. So eventually, life after life, in spirit world and in human form, we come to the wise old soul, or the masters in training, or the masters, who again returns to that wonder and that innocence of the new soul, but with the wisdom of all of the human lives lived and the wisdom of all the time spent in spirit world. And that's the Phillip. That's the older soul who can teach us. That's the Phillip. Let me see who we have here now. SV says hi from Sharon in Texas, US. Sheila says hi, Sharon. Hi, Sheila. And they're going back and forth saying hello. Okay, what I want you to please feel free to, if you have any, if you're not with us live and you have a question, you can put it in the comments below. If it's a personal question, please contact me privately and we'll set up a session for you. If you have questions that would be about this video or any of our other videos, or if you have a question that we haven't addressed, let me know and we'll address it. Thank you. Well, hello, Rush. She says, good afternoon, everyone. And she sends us a rose. Thank you, my sisters here. It's so great to have all my sisters on here. All right, let's get our message, shall we? There we go. I'm hearing right. If you heard right, we're just in sync intellectually. If you heard left, that's a message you need to pay attention to. So the message for everybody is from page 87, and it is, that which you believe you are is the gift you give to life. That which you believe you are is the gift you give to life. And I know the question is going to come up is, how do we know what our soul's mission is? That might be a whole nother video, but just to begin and open that discussion is we start by just simply saying, I'm ready to live my soul's mission, or my intent is to know what it is. And once we make that intent, once we feel, okay, I'm ready to make the next step, we rarely see the whole picture. But we're being shown step by step. And as we take one step, the next step is shown, or often the next 10 steps. And if we look back on our lives, we'll see that we've been doing it our whole life in some form, has been leading us to this. So keep in mind, That which you believe you are is the gift you give to life. So if you believe you're worthy and that you are love, that's what you're giving to life. That's page 87. Unfortunately, if you believe you're angry and you live in anger, that's what you're spreading in life as well. Let's love. It's much more fun. You know, when I leave a store or something and someone says, enjoy, have a good day, I say, I always enjoy the days because the other kind aren't any fun. So you might as well just enjoy it. You have the choice. That's not to say we never mourn or never grieve, we never get angry. No, of course. It's to say that once we experience an emotion other than love, all we have to do is make a conscious choice to bring ourselves back to love. If you heard left, page 86, when you are ready to see truth, it will be yours. When you are ready to see truth, it will be yours. But for all of us, our message is that which you believe you are is the gift you give to life. Sheila says, thank you, Diana. Thank you, Sheila and Rush and Susan. I'm so grateful you're all here. And I want to leave you with a little chuckle. One of a friend who studied with me, and we became friends, she also works with Phillip, my spirit guide. And she said to me, she wanted to know why I was the teacher this year, or she wanted to know what was our connection in other lives together. And so Phillip told her, well, we were sisters way back when, and she was the pretty one, so our father married her off. And I went and studied with Phillip. And she says she thinks I got the better deal. I would agree with that. Well, thank you, Rush says. Oh, Sheila says, thank you, Diana. Sharon says, thank you, with lots of hearts. And Rush says, thank you, Diana, with a flower. So if you want to know a little bit more about Soul's Journey, ask the questions. You can put them in the comments below, or you can email me. And if you haven't read this book, you might want to. It's one of my books, The Found Child. And it says, this is a work of fiction, or is it? You'll find out. But it goes into a lot of what we talked about today. Also, this is available, as I think many of you know. And remember, love. I love you all, and I'm so grateful for you. Thank you for the love you send to us. Thank you for the love you receive from us. And thank you for the love you send out to the world. I love you all. I'll see you next Friday. I may see you before. I need to make some moments of joy, and I do have some moments of joy to tell you about. So I'll get busy on those videos as well. All right, my friends, thank you for being here. Thank you for your love. Thank you. Go enjoy. Enjoy.